Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have Othania joining me. Hey, Othania.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey guys, we have an exciting video. It's how to be chosen by your specific person and made a priority. I think that this is something that we all want at the end of the day. And especially if we're, being rejected, or at least feel like we're being rejected and not getting constant communication, and they're basically putting other things in front of us. So yeah, this is for you. If they're putting anything before your relationship or, potential relationship, whether it be friends, video games, partying with their friends, or whatever the case is, work, third parties. So you can apply this to any situation. So just before we dive into it, guys, we are having a 50% off sale on Othania's coaching. The link is in the description below. And guys, I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but we do have a contest going on. When we get to 100,000 subscribers, we are giving away 3 free coaching sessions to 3 different people. All you need to do to enter is subscribe, comment on the video what you've manifested using the law of assumption, and share our videos. Now, I know some people have commented saying, hey, if you guys are like law of attraction people, why haven't you manifested 100,000 yet? Okay, well, we're giving this away for you guys to help share our channel, to give a reward to you for helping to change other people's lives, right? So, we're not measuring our success by the amount of people on our channel. We measure our success by the people we reach and help. So if you do know anybody that's struggling in a relationship with a friend, a mother, a brother, a sister, a specific person, then definitely share our videos and help to change their lives, because, you guys know firsthand that once you understand everyone is you pushed out and a mental diet, you're unstoppable. So, as a thank you for sharing the channel with your friends and families and trusting us, and what we teach, we're giving away the 3 free sessions. So yeah, and of course, in the spirit of giving things away, we do have a free course. It's how to find your blocks to manifest anything fast. Link is in the description below. Not only do you get a free course when you sign up for that, you also get to be on our mailing list to find out when we're having sales. So anyone that puts a sale out is going to be sending a mailing list, an email out in the mailing list, so you'll be the first to know about it. So definitely check that out. Okay, so we've gone through absolutely everything. Let's get into the video. Thanks for putting up with me, guys, sitting through that. But I have to tell you all the free stuff we want to give to you. So let's dive into the video.
Yeah, guys, so let's get into it. So how to be a priority. So how to be a priority and always be chosen, right? So we just want to make sure that we understand the basics, because once you understand the basics, everything else after that is pretty much easy, right? So the basics to understand is how your mind works. Once we understand how the mind works, it's like magic after that, guys. So there's a subconscious mind, and then there's your conscious mind, okay? The job of the subconscious mind is to harden everything that you commanded or think or say with conviction into fact, whether it's good or bad, guys, right? And your conscious mind is the mind, the you that's aware of what you're thinking, okay? So how does that turn into you being prioritized? How does that turn into you being chosen? Because it goes back to that, because of what you're thinking about yourself, guys. And it's always going to be that. And the point is to master that so that we can be in the experiences that we want to be in, right? So how do you get a better understanding of how to master that and get all this into working for you? Just keep getting the basic understanding of how this all works. Remember, if you want to be prioritized, what are the things you are thinking about yourself when you are by yourself, when you think that no one can hear you, when no one's listening? Because that's all pushing out to everyone, especially the people that you're constantly thinking about, because they're the ones that live in your mind the most, and they're picking up how you feel about yourself the most, because you're feeding that energetically to them. So how do we be prioritized? How do we be chosen? Let's start seeing ourselves and loving ourselves the best way we can. Let's make that a priority. When you make loving yourself on a daily basis a priority, everything changes because you're not leaking your energy out to anything else. You understand? It's all for you. And when you do that, you cultivate and you conjure up this frequency, this energy within yourself that attracts everything to you, and you become the magnet that you want to be. Instead of attracting the situations that you don't want, instead of you attracting third-party situations, instead of you feeling like your boss isn't giving you enough recognition at work, instead of feeling like you can't be the best version of yourself and show your parents how proud you can make them. Are you making yourself proud? When you wake up in the morning, how are you feeling? Are you happy? Or are you still thinking about the yesterdays and taking all of that energy with you? So you're getting closer to feeling chosen and being prioritized when you're not seeking, when you find yourself not trying to latch on to something outside of you to give you that validation, because it'll never come that way.
Right. It's like, it reminds me, like, the question is like, how do you love yourself? And how I love myself is through my thoughts and what people think about me. So for me to say, to think Andrew, my husband, really loves me and treats me with respect, that thought is loving myself. For me to
Right.
think, oh, Andrew doesn't respect me and is going to cheat on me, then that thought isn't loving myself. That is not loving myself at all. So, okay, by the way, Andrew's very loyal. Will never cheat on me. Better clean that up now. Mental diet, guys. Remember, everyone's you pushed out. But like,
Right.
so, your boss respecting you. It's like, my boss respects me. That's loving yourself.
Right.
Having, like, Othania said was, is having those past conversations. So you had a conversation with your boss where they didn't appreciate you, and bringing that forward and replaying that inner conversation of that time that your boss didn't appreciate you is not loving yourself.
Right.
Love yourself, give yourself what you deserve, because everyone's you pushed out. Once you start saying people respect me, people prioritize me, boom, you're loving yourself, and that gets pushed out into their minds, and they don't have a choice. They have to prioritize you. They have to respect you, right? If you don't want to be disrespected, never make anyone's behavior mean. They're disrespecting you, right? Those monkeys see no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. Oh my goodness, so true. As a kid, I never knew what they meant. Now I know what they mean.
Exactly, guys. And the thing is a lot of us don't really understand the power of your thoughts. Your thoughts are all you have. All you are, your consciousness. Besides you working your 9 to 5, your job, having your kids, or doing, besides that, without everything that without having a human life, whatever that is to you, the number one thing to remember is you are just pure consciousness. You're pure consciousness. So that means your thoughts are everything. It's have that, but your thoughts are the driving force of your life. And you can't doubt that. You shouldn't doubt that, or you shouldn't think low of that, because your thoughts are really all you have. And it's so simple, because it's like, wait, so all you telling me is that all I have to do is change my thoughts to get what I want? This whole time, that's just all I had to do. And it's so simple. And the answer is yes. That is literally all you have to do. If you're not feeling good about yourself, if you're having trouble with feeling like you're good enough, just keep pushing every day and telling yourself the opposite of that. Naturally, you're going to shift. You're going to, there's no doubt about that. If you keep up doing what you're doing, there's no doubt there. Period.
It's true. It's true. You know, I didn't feel like I was good enough, and I just kept saying every day that I was, and now I feel like I'm good enough.
Right.
It's fantastic.
Right. There's so I have my share of dating, and even when I was dating, I wasn't feeling good enough. I'll be all dressed up. I'll have my makeup done, my hair done, but inside, I still wasn't feeling good enough, despite how good I was looking on the outside. So I wasn't able to maintain those relationships, guys. So everything on the outside has nothing to do with anything, because if the energy inside is not feeling good about yourself, then the outside it's nothing.
Well, yeah, and you know, and if you don't feel like you're good enough, then other people aren't going to see you as good enough. Everything starts within you, because remember, everyone is you pushed out, and you're a broadcasting tower. Nobody is putting anything into your reality. Nobody can create in your reality. It's all you. So you're the broadcasting tower. You're sending out all of your thoughts. I'm sorry, your thoughts aren't private. I know it sucks. When I first learned that, it sucked, but they're not private. They are constantly going out to everybody else. But the beauty is everyone else thinks it's their idea.
Right.
So, you know, they don't even know that you're the one that shifted. And, you know, so that's when we say there's no one to change but self. But that doesn't mean that everybody's a mirror and reflecting back your insecurities and your issues. No, no one to change but self, meaning your assumptions and how you feel about yourself and the story you tell about yourself and about others in relation to you. Right. So, you know, you want someone to love you. You say that they love you. You want someone to respect you. You start declaring that they respect you, you know, and give yourself loving thoughts and be easy. Loving thoughts, meaning, you know, was that thought unkind to me?
Right.
You know,
right.
It's like, but I hear somebody say, oh, well, you know, so-and-so's going to be late and it's all going to be ruined. And I'm like, do you really want to create that? I'm like, that really sounds like it's going to make you angry if it happens, because you're already mad now talking about it, you know? And that's really got to be your gauge, is, do I really want to create that? You know?
Right.
And if it's making you upset in the moment thinking about it, do the exact opposite, you know?
Right. Guys, it's the key to life is to love who you are, right? That's what we have to master. Where a lot of us feel like we have to chase something outside of us, and then we'll get that feeling, and then we'll feel chosen, and then we'll feel prioritized when SP sends me that text, or when SP calls me and shows up. Then I'm gonna know, I'm gonna feel good about myself, and then no, because it's not gonna work, because it's not genuinely sustained within you. That okay, the point is, you have to feel whole and complete without your desires.
Yeah. You can't, nobody can give it to you if you don't give it to yourself first.
Right.
You need to create it into existence. Right. And yeah, you know, I get exactly what Othania is saying, is so many people come from the, well, I'm not going to believe he doesn't reject me until he apologizes and sends me a text message. And we can't come from that. We have to come from, he wants to be with me. He talks to me all the time, or she. And then that's when that starts showing up. We have to give it to ourselves first in the 40s. Right. And, you know, and it's okay. It's okay, you know, to sit down and have loving thoughts about how other people feel about you. It's okay to have thoughts that make you feel good, you know. Nobody out there has done anything so bad that you can't think that somebody wants to be with you, that you can't think that you're not good enough. I don't care what any of you guys have done. I don't care. You guys are good enough, and you deserve love, and you deserve to have nice thoughts about other people towards yourself. I mean, you know, the other thing to be prioritized is, you know, not only what is the person going to think about you, how are they going to show it to you? Right,
exactly. And guys, it's like, you got to remember, you are consciousness, right? So let's put it like this. Let me paint a picture for you guys. Consciousness is you. So you are the person behind a copying machine. You are giving commands to the copying machine, and the copying machine is the subconscious, which prints out whatever you tell it to print out. So your conscious, guys, like I said, you behind the copying machine, putting the paper, whatever it is you're telling it, whatever thoughts you're having, is being put into the copy machine, which is the subconscious mind. And when you hit print, which is the same thing as believing in and having conviction, when you hit print, that's what has to print out from that copy machine. Mm-hmm. So when you think of your mind like that and you keep that on track, and when you press submit or whatever you believe and convict has to push out, you have to be a priority at this point. Mm-hmm. And then once you get to that point, why would you ever go back to thinking those thoughts that you used to think about yourself? You can't, you won't even have the urge to want to ever go back to think like that about yourself again, to be on that frequency again, because at that point, like I always say, life becomes magical then.
Exactly. And it is magical. It's always forever creating. Every minute of the day you're manifesting. You never get a break from it. It never stops.
Never.
It's always going. And I mean, that's the beautiful thing. And all you need to do is to, what we say in NLP, because I'm an NLP practitioner, hypnotherapist, it's like, who's driving your bus? Right? Are you actually consciously, putting out your thoughts and focusing on what you want? Or are you letting your past and reacting and other people, that are doing things to you drive your bus, right?
Right.
And that's really what it comes down to. Like in a moment of reacting, you're letting that reaction drive your bus. You're not consciously doing it yourself. You're letting your emotions do it, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, to be a priority is you start making, you start intending what other people feel about you, what they're thinking about you to make you a priority, what actions they're showing you to make you a priority. And we were actually talking just before this video is, write out a list, of all your complaints, about how you're not a priority in whatever situation you're dealing with. So if it's an SP situation, it's like, well, you know what? He plays video games. He doesn't call me every day. I have to text him first. Like everything that is, what he said to you, why he doesn't want a relationship, all of this, and then change every single one of them into a positive intention. Read that 3 times a day.
Right.
Get it in there.
Right.
Get it in there to the point where when you read it, you don't have that static in your head anymore, and you're starting to feel like it's true, because you don't need to believe what you want to create. You just need to have faith that your thoughts do create, right?
Yeah, guys, tell yourself the things that you would tell SP. Tell yourself all those good things that you want to tell SP. You want to text SP and reach out and tell them how much you love them. But wait a minute. When was the last time you told yourself how much do you love yourself? How about you write yourself a love letter? Mm-hmm. Fall in love with who you are. That's how you fall in love with who you are. You do the things that you would do for the people that you love, but you do it for yourself first. And then you realize that now the people treat you just like how you love yourself now.
Right. It's true. I often skip over that part, but it's a very important point that Othania is bringing up, is accepting yourself. And I think I skip over it because I've accepted myself a long time ago. But for those of you out there that haven't accepted yourself yet, accept yourself for who you are. I love myself, my quirks and all. Does that mean I could never change any of my quirks? Oh, no. I've changed things about me, but I also accept things about me. Like, for instance, I have a really bad habit of repeating myself, and it actually triggers some people and annoys them. And I get it. Andrew being one of those people. But does it bother me that I do it? No. Okay. He's triggered, not me. But, it's obviously something that I'm not happy with, because I don't like triggering the people around me, but I accept it. I know it's there. Can I change it? Yes. Accept yourself for who you are. Am I overweight? Absolutely. Do I have a problem with that? No, I don't. Am I working on changing it and manifesting good health and skinniness? Yes. But the first step is accepting it, because the more you resist, the more something persists. Right? Own it. Right. Yeah. Love cheeseburgers and pizza, obviously. Yeah.
Love everything that you love, and then everything's going to love you, because you're just full of love. You have to be full of what you want, guys. You got to be, it's going to be really difficult for you if you guys are not feeling good enough and comparing yourself to the third party and doing all these things. It's going to be really hard for you you want to feel prioritized, right? Like that's the goal here. So prioritize yourself. Do the small little things that make you happy on a daily basis. Do things that, if your desire didn't exist and you didn't have such an attachment, what would you be doing? Those are the things that you want to do, and that will be the trick to unlock your desires.
Mm-hmm. Very good point. So I'm sorry, this is a little bit off topic, but like, I know everyone's me pushed out and I fought it. And then I'm seeing the people walk by Othania's window. I swear I saw the same guy walk like 4 times.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe, well, I mean, I'm just not like really paying attention, but it looked like, I was like, have I seen that guy? Anyway, I just thought, I'll just throw it out there because I was thinking it. So I know somebody else was thinking it that's watching, because everyone's being pushed out. I mean, but yeah, guys, I learned, myself. I mean, I used to do stand-up comedy, and and that's one thing that we learn, is own it, whatever it is, own it. And it's okay to own it, whether it's good or bad. Accept yourself. Every single one of you guys are amazing. You guys are light energy consciousness. Every single one of you are perfect, whole, and complete. And the only thing that you need to do is declare that you're perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are right now. Okay. Right. And then start intending that those people around you respect you, prioritize you. Start focusing on what they can do to show you that in their actions, what they can say to you to make you feel that. Like, for instance, I know I'm Andrew's priority because he'll schedule meetings around me. He'll make my tea every morning. He schedules a lot of things around me. And I feel like a priority. And he includes me when he makes any plans or anything like that, which again makes me feel like a priority. So, really, I know when I've heard people say, what does it look like? So those are a few examples for you, and I know it can be hard to see, but, or to think on the spot, but take a look at relationships around you and that are functioning and good, and use them as a catalog. How does so-and-so treat so-and-so? They've got a great relationship. Well, I really like it that he always cooks dinner every night, and cooks it when she's going to be home from work or whatever. Like, really start to look and use other people's stuff as a catalog. I mean, I hear somebody say something and I'm like, I'm creating that in my life too. That sounds amazing.
Right. Right. And just keep building.
Yeah. Exactly. And leave what you don't like. You don't have to create everything someone else is creating. I mean, there's no right or wrong here,
Right.
So
yeah.
That's such an amazing video.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So it's like, guys, just prioritize and master. The key to this all is just understanding that you have to give the love to yourself on a daily basis in order for those to change around you. Because let me tell you something, guys, ever since I've changed and shifted my consciousness, everyone that I thought was leaving me before, quote unquote, they have returned, and they are like begging me for my time and attention. And I'm just at the point now that I'm just so busy and full of myself and what I'm doing that I kind of don't care like I used to before. And you know what? That's okay. Because what I have now in my life is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. And when you love yourself and you're comfortable with yourself, people feel it, and people enjoy being around you because you enjoy being around you. Right. I don't know if anyone's been around somebody that doesn't like themselves and is depressed. It's kind of uncomfortable, right. So, but yeah, I have some great tips, really great tips. Thank you so much for sharing them with us today, Othania.
Always, Amanda. Thank you.
And guys, you know what? Maybe we can help each other out. Maybe comment in the comments what you manifest in your relationship to be felt, to feel like a priority, to give other people ideas, or, just write as if you already have it if you don't. And, you'll be well on your way to actually creating that in your reality. So guys, remember, you're perfect, whole, and complete. We love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.